Hello, this is JilliBling. Today I am taking a minute to play with some new product. This is Nature's Prints. This is a stamp set, actually a bundle, in the new upcoming catalog. And you can order it on May 3rd. And it's got great greetings and then just some natural prints. And the dies are called Natural Prints dies, and this is Nature Prints stamp set. Love the font. Love the I don't want to call them leaves, the stems, the ferns, the plants. And I want to do something with this sometime. The little speckle is kind of fun. So these dies have this wreath looking thing, and I'm sure something good will come of that. And this is for the flower. But today's project, I want to focus mostly on the little leaves. And there's an embossing folder that goes with this, and it is fern related. It's a 3D embossing folder. And I'll show you that. You can see from this stack, I've been playing around trying to come up with a good combo. And I think I did. This one here is my favorite. Wasn't that pretty? And it's ferns. So on some of these I thought, oh, this is going to be the highlight. So I took my stamp pad and inked it up on the side with the logo, and it became really busy. So this is the one I like best. So it has the embossing folder on it. Didn't do any inking. This one I like, but it's just a whole bunch of prettiness. But this one I think has a better balance. This one I was trying different colors with this ginkgo type leaf. That's pretty too. Okay, here we go. This is the first one I did. So notice the background. That's when I inked the embossing folder. And all the different color plants. And then this one I even took the where is it? The fern. So I inked it in soft seafoam. Then with a dauber, I went into evening evergreen and daubed around the outside edges to get the multicolor. This one is just plain seafoam. But when I look at this card, I love it all, but it's a little bit, it's crazy. It's like I don't know where to look. It's a whole bunch of pretty, but I still like it. This one, I tried doing the embossing folder with seafoam. Well, first I did jade. Is that jade? Yeah, I did jade on the embossing folder. I was like, no, that's too strong. It gets too busy. So then I did seafoam. And then seafoam and then less stuff. So you could tell, I love them all. But this one, I think, is my favorite. Just evening evergreen for the plants, just 2 sprigs rather than 5, and a little bit on the inside. Oh, this one we do the dauber. Okay, let's play. So this ribbon was from, I think, a year and a half ago, and there's something very similar. It's a little bit more like a burlap type bag. And it's 7/8 of an inch, and it'll be coming out in May. So I'm going to put the link to that product because this is retired, but it's very similar. But we'll use this one today. We'll use the embossing folder. This is for stamping. Look at that, it's already lined up. So let's do the stamping of 2 ferns and 1 ginkgo. And that's in Evening Evergreen. I think that's a ginkgo. Pretty. And what I say, 2 ferns. Fern. Fern. And when you're stamping, if you happen to cut off the stem, with most projects, you tuck the stem into something, so it's no big deal. So if you chop it off, don't worry. Then the words, Where's that hello? Hello there. Just because I have a few more to make. Okay, looking good. You know, while I have this ink out, let me do the inside with the thank you, a heartfelt thank you. And ginkgo, the bottom corner. I'm doing it the same as the other one because that one turned out pretty good. That turned out really good. So I think this is the one where I do the dauber. Oh, and then the little freckle. Okay, so evening evergreen stay here. Soft seafoam. Got that ready. So on the fern, I had to clean this just a minute. Fern. Okay, so I'm going to go into the lighter color, then dauber the edges with a darker color. And just a light touch. If you have a heavy touch, you'll have like an outright circle. Maybe a few little spots in the center. And I'll hold this up close in just a minute. Lighter color, hint of darker color. That one came out good. Okay, one more right here. Lighter color, darker color. Okay, looks good. Then, here, let me hold that up. So you can see lighter color and then the darker evening evergreen. And because this here on the end is a mix of soft seafoam and then dauber with the evergreen, that's true evergreen. This is kind of a combination of the two of the colors. That one, it shows up really pretty. But you could see all the different color variations in it. Love that. Okay, freckles. And I'm going to do it full strength. I tried stamping off on the other one, and it worked out okay. But I think I like the full strength better. And that's in soft seafoam. So I'll show you the difference between stamping off and full. This is full strength. Full strength, that's a stamp off, that's a stamp off. You can hardly tell. You can hardly see it because it's a light color. So, don't worry about that. Just do it full strength. Okay, so the inside is done. So today I rearranged the drawer that's right down under here. Kind of nice. I started thinking, why do I have this cute little container that holds my Stampin' Up! Pins, like 30-year pin, or just whatever. Every time we used to go to an event, we would get pins. And I'm like, why is that right there in front? That's like prime real estate right there. So I moved it further back. And so now my little tape runner is right there. And my glue dots, they're right there. I mean, I should have done that a long time ago. And my rubber bands, right in the front. Okay, so the inside is done. Let's get that put in. Boy, this is much quicker than when I was making all those samples. I was like, I don't know what to do. Okay, so on here, the dies, they're right here, and everything has washi tape on it. Just because stuff started shifting and I'm like, what is going on? So when I put washi tape on it, there's no reason for it to shift around. And not using this one. This one is for this right here. This is fern. I need 2 ferns. What's nice is there's a little hole right there, a little dot, so I could see the stem through there. And this one, oop, those may be too close. Everyone loves dies. Oh, it shifted here at the top. Do over. Good, good. And so these little pieces are for the solid color, just the add-ons. So this one I want to do just the long ones. Let me find a different one. This one I did all of them. So here's a long one, and then there's these little sprigs, and that's these 3 right here. Oh, they're different too. I think these 2 are the same. Okay, there it is. So the embossing folder is, I've got all this stuff going on here. This piece right here into the embossing folder, run it through. So I could start with that. That could just go on flat. And because it's textured, I'm going to use liquid glue. Liquid glue. Okay, so outside today is a really nice day. I should be out there doing something. But it's May 1st. It's Sunday. And I like to have stuff on my blog by Sunday, by May 1st. Can you imagine what I'm doing instead of blogging? I'm here making a million cards using new product. Because that's what my heart wants to do. I am doing laundry, second load. Do you ever just, on your bed, just have to wash everything? My sister, she told me this recipe for if your bedding doesn't come clean, particularly because of a boy. And so I'm doing her little recipe, but it takes a while to get stuff washed. Okay, so pieces and pieces, because she has me doing it on a pre-soak and putting all kinds of extra stuff in there. Anyhow, just put it into the dryer so it's on the way to being done. So this card, I like it, but I think it's too high at the top, so I'm going to shift it all down just a bit. Okay, and you know it's the pits when you come by a few minutes later and you see this kind of buckling. Like, what happened? I know I stuck it down. I'm looking at some that I already did. I see the buckling on them. It's like I had to get glue under there. Oh, this paper is so pretty. Look at that. Isn't that just beautiful? And look at this one. Oh, I want to do something with that. And this is the one we're using now. The back side is very soft. And then it's the same thing in, I should look up what color this is. I'll look it up here in just a minute. But isn't this beautiful? And this is the same print in different color as, there's one in the new Starry Sky color palette. I've got that one right here. I'll pull that up. Look how pretty that is. I wonder how that is in the Blackberry Bliss. So pretty. Ooh, look at that. And that has a hint of like maybe freesia in there. Can you see that? Oh, I'm distracted. Anyhow, that's what this whole card is about, is let me use new stuff. And this is my new stuff. Here's the blue one, Starry Sky. Oh, I was supposed to look up what color that other one was. So this is Starry Sky, Night and Navy, and Pacific Point, and Granite Gray. Look how bright white that is. Oh, look at that. It's like, what would you make that would be worthy to use that paper on? Look at that sky. Yeah, to that one. Stripes are good. That's the freckle. That's the splatter that we're using on the inside of the card right now. Okay. Because I told you what colors these would be. This is Bermuda Bay, Blackberry Bliss, Calypso Coral, Coastal Cabana, Evening Evergreen, Gorgeous Grape, Petal Pink, Rich Razzleberry, Shaded Spruce, Soft Seafoam, Soft Succulent, and Sweet Sorbet. Okay, back to where we were. I don't know how we got all distracted. I know I didn't do that. Had to be the dog or something. So that dog. So what happens when Tony isn't here? That dog at, I think it was 1:30, not last night, but the night before, he came and told me, hey, I had to go out. And every time he goes out at night, from sunup to sundown, he is on a leash. But when he woke me up, I had to go to the bathroom too. So I quickly let him out, and then I went to the bathroom because I knew he'd be right back. No. So I was standing in the dark house. Of course, we turn the heater off at night. In the cold, dark house, just waiting for the dog. Where is he? Kept opening the door. It's like, it is cold out there. Nothing. So then I walked around. Couldn't find him. It's like, I don't want to be doing this at that time in the morning. And I was walking around in a robe. Finally, I put on my robe and my slippers. Okay, so then finally I heard a bark. So at least I knew where he was. And it was more of a bark of a whoop. And I'm like, is he hurt? What's he doing? No, he's over there by the creek. And he's in the blackberry bushes, and something is hissing at him. And I'm like, that was such a mistake. I haven't admitted it to Tony that I did that. And he wouldn't come. Okay, so put on a coat, put on some pants, and went out there. And I've done this before, and I know that he isn't very responsive with a cookie, because, you know, cookies rule that dog's world. No. So I had the leash and a flashlight. So I was climbing through blackberry bushes in the mud. What's this, 1:30 in the morning? And then finally I told him, Bo, come. And I don't know that he came to me because it was the other side of the blackberry bush from where he was, or if he was listening to me. I have a feeling it was because it was, maybe he could get to whatever this is. And something was in there just hissing up a storm. I'm like, this is such a mess. This is such a disaster. Where's Tony? Anyhow, so he came to me. I put him on the leash and brought him in. Then, usually his feet might get mud on him. It was like all the way up to his elbow in black mud. Keep in mind, he was just groomed and he was like the whitest dog ever. He came in and I had to go get a bowl of warm water and put dish soap in it so that I could clean him. Mama was mad. He knew it. Anyhow, there's nothing good of that story. And it's a lesson to be learned that follow the rules. Keep him on the leash like he's supposed to be at night. But I had to go to the bathroom too. Anyhow, we survived. And I'm not all mad at him anymore. Maybe a little bit. But he knew it. The next day he knew it. And last night, he was a silent dog. But I swear that dog understands everything. And I told him, you better be a good boy and stay in your bed all night long. He knows the word stay. I was tired. I was grumpy. Sure can be a lot of fun sometimes, but other times, I'm not a good dog mom. I kind of was a little aggressive cleaning him, like washing him, telling him that's not a good boy. Okay, I need to find a happy place. This card is kind of happy. It's like I know a lot more could be done with this set. I'll wait for people to do stuff on Pinterest. Pinterest is always full. Oh, this one goes on last. Full of good ideas. The ferns go on first. I like how that one came out, so I'm just copying it. Because after making all those samples, I'm creatively tired. Running low on glue. So Carolyn got me that little glue holder. And I know she doesn't really care for pink too much. And she had one herself. Carolyn, if you're watching this, just so you know, I love that little glue holder. I think it's made for Tombow glue. Perfectly holds it. But it holds any glue just fine. And until Ruby, I would have never put an open container of glue upside down in something. But Ruby does it all the time, so I tried it. I was working on Paper Pumpkin the other day. Here, that's Tombow. Uh-oh. Oh, look what I did. Because I left them open. Oh, only 2 of them. Can I salvage them? Look at that. Get distracted. So it's intended for this glue right there. Fits perfectly. But I love this one. Okay. Boy, I get distracted a lot today. So then this one is going to go, I'm just going to look at where the top is positioned. And, well, this one I dropped it down a little bit. Okay, let me use those wandering stray little mini dimensionals. Okay, back to the big ones. I like that little bit of ribbon showing through there. Okay, looking good. Now close this up because I think I need just a double bow and Genial Gems. These, I think they're on sale for a few more days. So if you like them, this is a good time to get them. Go to my store and get them. I need some online sales. I have none. I keep trying. I have none. Okay, that's kind of popping up. I might need, that's just the mini dimensional under there. I probably need another dimensional. Glue dots, I'm going to roll it up like a burrito. If it's a big glue dot, it'll stick to the envelope. Little double bow. Okay, what's going on down here? Oh yeah, need more stuff. Okay, so how about mini dimensional right here? Yeah, that's a little flatter. What it is the ribbon is right there, and the dimensional, so you could see it. I need glue, liquid glue. Probably more than what's needed, but I want it to be flat. Oh, I've got my little balloon holder. There, hold it flat. Okay, I'll leave it there for just a little bit. Okay, so now the gems. So I'll do two big and one little. How about 1, 2, 3, just like that. Okay. Oh, that's holding it. So this card is done. Boy, it's much quicker doing it on the video than my whole morning. Okay, there it is. Isn't that pretty? It's just very calm. I love this. I love this new bundle, embossing folder, designer paper. It's just very pretty. So that's it for today. Hope you have a great weekend. Bye.